Hello, Alpha family. I'm Bree Cahoon, the Executive Director here at Alpha Clinics.
And I'm Crystal Buckner, a board member of Alpha. We are so happy that you are joining us tonight from your homes with your friends and your family and choosing to spend that time with us for what we believe and know to be true, that the right to life is essential and that we stand in the gap to be a voice to the smallest among us. If you are an Alpha ambassador hosting others in your home tonight, thank you so much. We are living in a new era where virtual events are now the norm, but we want to connect with you tonight. Share what's happening with Alpha's mission to protect the unborn and reach those in unplanned pregnancies, and to share some stories of those you have made an investment in.
We have all seen our world drastically change over the last several months, increasing the need for services. When the shelter-in-place order was first issued in March, we were unsure what the future would hold. Now, having come through what are typically the hardest months, financially and slow in patient volume, we have seen God provide in so many unexpected ways. Patient calls have not decreased. In fact, we are seeing a new kind of baby boom. While we were forced to strip down services to what was only medically necessary, halting our education classes for a time, we've still seen 175 women this year. And our patients return for multiple services throughout their care, making it 450 visits to date. We've also been blessed with the opportunity to share the Lord with 56 patients. And because of you, our donors and supporters, we provided free of charge 106 pregnancy tests and 90 ultrasounds so far this year. Alpha has been so blessed to walk through this new season of life, experiencing God's provision abundantly. Typically, the summer months are the hardest for Alpha, and it's not unusual to cut staff and clinic hours due to low funds and low patient volume. But this year, we didn't need to do that. As the patient needs have increased, God used you to sustain us in our most abundant summer to date. Thank you for seeing an investment in life as essential.
Our vision here at Alpha is that we acknowledge that every human life begins at conception and is worthy of protection. We offer compassion and care to anyone considering abortion by presenting women and men with realistic, life-affirming options for their unexpected pregnancy. We provide comprehensive care to meet medical, spiritual, and practical needs, which may include sexual integrity education, parenting services, and healing for those hurt by abortion. We offer Christ-centered support to promote an abundant life for women and their families, and we are so glad that you have joined us to hear more about how we are doing that together.
We have adapted our Fairfield location to give our patients a new boutique experience. Previously, patients were limited to just maternity and baby items to shop with their Alpha vouchers. Now we can provide an array of items such as household items, kitchen items, and also furniture to help with their new growing family. And we are also open to the public as an ongoing fundraiser for Alpha now. We are really excited about this. It allows us to connect with the community in a new way and also allows us to connect with you, our donors. You can be part of this new service that we're excited to provide by donating new or gently used items for our sale. And you can find the list of items that we're currently accepting on social media. And while you're looking, we encourage you to share about our sales on your personal social media. And if you would like to volunteer at our boutique, we are open every Wednesday from 12 to 4. We need help receiving items that have been donated. We need help displaying those and pricing them, as well as assisting our shoppers as they come in, which includes some of our patients that are coming in to use their Alpha vouchers.
Our patient advocates have learned to navigate the challenges COVID has brought, adapting our Earn While You Learn classes to be virtual, which allows us to continue to serve our patients during the pandemic with the same life-affirming services as before, a new and exciting patient experience for our new world.
A new and exciting addition to Alpha's ultrasound services is a brand new 3D 4D probe we received, made possible by a very generous donor. This new service is being used as an incentive for our Earn While You Learn patients. By participating in our education program and consistently following through with their appointments and parenting classes, they can earn a free 3D 4D ultrasound from 20 to 28 weeks to see their beautiful little one inside the womb. What a gift to be able to provide our patients with the precious memories and treasures that they will hold when they take those beautiful images home. Each year, we take the time to recognize someone who has gone above and beyond in defending the unborn. Our recipients not only stand for life in their personal lives, but have given sacrificially to the mission here at Alpha Clinics. They have been a beacon of hope in a dark world. One thing that is often not realized is that when you serve in ministry, your family serves with you. Your sacrifice is also their sacrifice. Whether it's a calendar of events, meetings, phone calls, giving of your time, or giving financially, you all serve together.
However, we have one family that has gone even further than that. Together, they have sacrificed more time than we could count. They have said yes to everything God has asked them to do with loving and cheerful hearts. No family is more deserving to receive this award than the Williams family. Mark, Leslie, Rachel, Michael, and Brad. Without each and every one of you, Alpha's new clinic would not be possible today.
Mark, Michael, and Brad have lovingly built the ground of every square inch of the space that our patients will come for a safe haven. Rachel has served as patient advocate, guiding women through their pregnancy decisions with life-affirming options and loving on them every step of the way. Leslie, she has been our behind-the-scenes vital support, encouraging us and covering us in prayer. Thank you, Williams family, for all you have done for the unborn.
I had met with a gal who had come into our clinic and needed some help. She was very happy to come into our clinic and get some help, but there seemed to be some back concerns that she hadn't mentioned to us. It was the usual start of an appointment. We did our intake and gave her a pregnancy test, and soon she had her ultrasound to confirm that yes, she was pregnant. Well, as we continued to see her for her prenatal, it started to come out what was going on. Her family, being very religious, didn't know she was pregnant, and it was out of wedlock. She also had a wedding coming up soon. She and the father of the baby were planning this, and well, father baby wasn't too happy actually about letting the family know that she was pregnant, and he had encouraged an abortion. I was thankful that we were able to be there for her. She asked if we would advocate for her and for her little one. And so the day came that we were able to have him come in for an ultrasound and view what was happening inside. Well, that little one just moved and wiggled, and it had really been actually close to the 20-week mark, so there was a lot to see, and you could see that image in the profile of that little baby, the image of God, the Creator, Imago Dei. Well, the father of the baby, when he saw the image of his little baby on the screen, broke. He grew silent after that, and I was able to see his heart change for that little one growing inside. I felt honored and blessed to be able to have been there when the connection was made for the papa, and he realized he's gonna have this baby. They're gonna have this baby no matter what happens. Well, soon they did get married, and the little one was born, and they had a grand celebration, and it's fun to hear her share her story about that. Recently, she connected with me again and shared how the father of the baby was telling people about Alpha. He was just tickled about the help that he had received to help him connect to that baby.
When our patients leave after appointments, it's the most difficult time with some of the cases, not knowing what they've chose as an option. In this particular case, we had a couple that came in, and after seeing the ultrasound, there was no emotion. They were very undecided. And then a week went by, and we called to follow up, and they chose life. They were very excited to tell us they were shopping around for prenatal care and that they would come in for a second ultrasound. We've seen a lot of difficult cases throughout this year, but one of the most difficult cases that really touched my heart was when we got a phone call from the APR hotline. It was an abortion pill reversal patient that immediately regretted the decision that she had made to take that first pill. Part of our APR procedure is the patient will come back to make sure that that heartbeat is viable and the baby and mom are doing well. The next day, mom and baby came back and the heartbeat was beating fast, normal, and mom and baby were healthy and doing well. Our nurse and I met with her from then on throughout her pregnancy. She would come in at one time weekly. It's very unusual for us to get a patient that comes in and right away knows that she wants adoption as an option. This patient changed her mind months later on her decision in wanting to parent. She was struggling because she had already chose a family. So I had told her I could not make the decision for her, that we would pray about it and that God would guide her in her choice. She decided to take some of our Earn While You Learn classes and get educated. And through that support and education, she felt very empowered that she could then parent.
Many of you may remember hearing the tragic news of the loss of our beloved Executive Director, Deidre Eckel, in the summer of 2017. Our board then set out to honor her memory, which sparked the Deidre Eckel Legacy Project, which will allow us to serve patients in a brand new, beautifully built clinic. And in a few short weeks, we will be walking these halls, built to handle the exciting growth that we are experiencing. I can say with certainty, and probably not well without crying, that she would indeed feel honored, that she would rejoice in this day. It is my honor to thank those who have made her dream a reality. With deepest gratitude, we thank Williams Construction, Superior Plumbing, Valley Remodeling, Benicia Plumbing, and our very generous partners, Deidre's friends and family, those she loved deeply, who invested in seeing her vision fulfilled. We want to invite you to a personal tour of our new facility, a chance to walk these halls and experience that vision coming to fruition. We welcome you, and we have several days and times to sign up for online at supportalphaclinics.org/tours.
It is the goodness and the kindness of God that leads man to repentance. Recently, at the clinic, we had received an email early in the morning from a young woman asking for help. All we knew about her was that she had been beaten, harmed by a man she called her boyfriend, and he had been having her prostitute herself. Here in Solano County, it's more prevalent than many are aware of. It might be a neighbor. It might be a young person that goes to high school or college, works at Starbucks, and in the evening, she's being trafficked to sell herself. When this gal came into our office, she was looking for some safe places to go. We were able to give her some resources that would help her find a place to stay for a short period of time. But it has very much been a challenge to figure out, how can we help these young ladies? How can we help these young people that are coming in with these problems? Some training has started for our staff, our medical teams, and the advocates at Alpha. But there's just so much to learn, and there's always something new. Our goal is to be known as a safe place. The word does get around on the street when they find out who you are and how you help out. And that's what we'd like to be known as, so that other young people come in, they'll tell each other, and we'll be able to help more people. Because the day does come that the gal may come back. She'll be looking for a safe place, and she'll remember somebody who was kind to her, somebody who helped her at some point, and she'll be ready to receive the help that we can give her.
I was 15 years old. I was a sophomore in high school. I had just got accepted to a magnet school for business, and I was dropped with the bomb that I was pregnant. I had met a boy in bands, and I was super excited, thought he was the cutest boy in the world, and had bounced around from home to home prior to getting into high school. So I thought that he would fill that void. We went ahead and went to the clinic. We talked to our parents and let them know that I was pregnant, and my parents were really supportive. I stayed with the boy for about a year after my pregnancy, and I started to be physically abused by him. Sorry guys. From that pregnancy, I had a daughter named Jalissa. We lived by ourselves for about 5 years. I was graduating from school, trying to get on with my life and do positive things. And at the age of 20, I found out I was pregnant again. This time it was not as supportive. My family was not as supportive as the first pregnancy. It was from the same father. I was being abused, and I was struggling trying to be a single mom by myself. So the only option for me at that time that I thought was to have an abortion. I went to Planned Parenthood and wanted to see how far along I was in my pregnancy. I was told that I was not able to have pictures or to be told how far along I was. They were trying to get me to have the abortion, so I left that clinic. I did some research and I found another clinic and talked to a lady on the phone, and she told me that there was a clinic that they had that would provide me with pictures, and I would be able to hear my baby's heartbeat. So I was about 10 or 15 minutes away from the clinic, and I decided that I might be interested in keeping my baby, but I was still nervous at how difficult it would be. When I get to the clinic, the lady who performs my sonogram allowed me to hear the heartbeat. And in that moment, I knew that there was no way that I could give this baby up for, with the abortion. I would either have to keep the baby or give it up for adoption. But seeing the hands moving and seeing that the lady was next to me holding my hand and being so supportive and encouraging me, I knew that I had to keep my son. My son is now 11 years old and in the 6th grade, and I look at him every day and I cannot imagine my life without him. I'm so glad that I had that woman hold my hand during that sonogram to tell me that there was hope and to encourage me that God had my back and I wouldn't be walking alone. Now at the age of 32, I want to give back and decided that on my move here from Texas to California, I needed to invest in clinics that supported young women just the way that clinic supported me. I did some Google searches and I read every single review on Google and found Alpha. I saw that all of the women that were on there were talking about how Alpha supported them, how they felt that there was no other clinic out there that really listened to them, and I wanted to be a part of something so special. So I reached out to Alpha. I can't wait for the next girl to come and be able to provide her testimony to me and find her faith with God.
Hearing our patients' stories always brings a myriad of emotions. Some stories are so encouraging and hopeful, while others really grieve our hearts. But we know that God has positioned us to speak into their darkest moments and to be a light. We strive to be mission-focused, ensuring that we offer compassion and care to those experiencing all aspects of unexpected pregnancy. Our staff greets everyone with a smile and the love of Jesus. But if there's one thing we can count on here at Alpha, it is that we never know who is going to walk through our doors or be on the other side of the phone. In the last few months, we have served a gypsy, a witch, the homeless, and trafficking victims. Each situation is unique, and each requires delicate care as we help our patients navigate the obstacles in their own lives. Training resources have never been more vital to ensure that our staff is prepared to create a safe haven for all. We have partnered with a local police officer who is an expert regarding trafficking victims. Having been involved in multiple sting operations, her insight has been vital in understanding how to identify trafficking victims and how to help them with proven strategies.
We do our best to meet the needs of the homeless by staying current on community resources that will best help them. Our staff reaches out to various community organizations, letting them know that we are here and we are here to help. We know that the more support, the more resources, and knowing that there is a safe haven are all ways that the obstacles and the reasons for abortion can be broken down. We are also excited to announce that Alpha has been approved as a safe surrender site, furthering our mission that every human life is worth protecting. And as you can see, our services have increased to meet the needs as they have increased. Our staff is rising to each challenge and ensuring that each patient experiences the love of God. We want you to know that you can be a part of all of this, that you are a valued and vital partner in fulfillment of that mission and vision. We encourage you to learn more about us, whether you have the gift of advocacy, can make a commitment to be in prayer for us, or can support us financially. We need you to partner with us.
Our patient advocates have a heart to serve and the gift to speak life into others. We encourage those of you who feel called to advocate for the unborn to go through a training process with us that will equip you to have those life-affirming conversations. We ask that you pray for us, for our board, our staff, and volunteers on the front lines, and for patients who are facing the fear of the unknown. We pray that they will encounter the Lord and hear Him speak directly to them. And of course, the most tangible way that you can support our work and make a difference right now is through giving. We have several levels of giving, each building on the next. Please prayerfully consider how God would have you invest in Alpha and this life-saving mission. Giving can be done online at supportalphaclinics.org/partnership.
No matter the amount, know that you have just made an investment in ensuring that the unborn get a chance at life. On behalf of the staff and board, we thank you for your support. We hope that when we end tonight, you leave knowing that Alpha is strong and sound, that we are positioned to fulfill our mission here in Solano and Napa counties during this new era of change. We are poised and ready to have life conversations with those brought our way, that Alpha's mission will equip us to save more babies than ever before, and your partnership with us will make all the difference. Thank you.